Yo, what's up? I had to plug in the microphone. I was over here conducting musical ensembles with no microphone. Doesn't work. Da 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 da. All together now. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Dude, I would have been mixing tonight, but one of my devices I use for the mix is like in perpetual update mode. And so it keeps updating and then resetting and updating and resetting. And it's in the middle of the process right now. So it's just going to have to wait for another night. Tell you what, though, it's ready to go. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 tracks. We are 20 tracks deep into the mix. It's going to be good, dude. It's going to be good. And I don't even think I've got a proper ending. I might have to go 22 or 23 tracks deep just to get a proper ending. But yeah, welcome to the chat, Redacted, Long Tran. Good to see you guys. How you doing today? About to do some Final Fantasy IX grind, man. Let's go. What do we have here? Yes. 2.5 hours into the game. Would technically more like 15 to 20 minutes into the game. I'm slow at games, I guess. I'm just slow. What's up, Duke Nukem? Welcome back to the chat, man. It's good to see you, bro. Jay back in the chat. Hey guys, how's it going? He was up all night taking care of a sick toddler. Oh no. Repressed memories from the like. Tell you what. He was doing the thing though. Putting in the work. As we enter the atmosphere. Just been shoveling snow like crazy. Oh no. Well, I guess the winter time isn't over yet. It is not over yet. One day it snowed over 3 feet. Couldn't even get out the door. Man. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know what you do when it's drifting. So if it snows 3 feet, that means the drifts could be up to like 10 feet high, bro. Because out here we'll get like 7-8 inches of snow, and you'll get like 2 foot, 3 foot snow drifts. You in Canada, you in deep Canada, be getting 3 feet of snow on a regular. He's like, yeah, we just got 3 foot of snow, and I just felt like shoveling today for the whole day. Made over 8 feet, yeah, man. All right, let's see. We just did all the active time events. I just came out here because dude is locked in the place. Dude is locked inside, feeling sorry for himself. At this point, we'll be lucky if we can even defend ourselves. I feel like I need to go back into the forest. Like that's where I'm headed. Ooh, but not before grabbing some Phoenix down. It's a regular day in Canada. Yeah, man, we don't know nothing about them. Don't know nothing about them hardships. But I guess every region of the world gets to deal with their fun, exciting thing, huh? Might be too tough on my own. What? No, it wasn't too tough on your own. Once had snowbanks so high the dog could climb on the roof of the garage and take a leak. Wow, bro. What's up, True Light? Dude, so I wasn't able to get the mix going tonight because one of my devices is in like perpetual update mode. But I am so ready. I might need to add like 1 or 2 tracks, but for the ending. But man, I'm ready. I am ready to go. It's gonna be ethereal. It's gonna be a straight up trip. Pickles Vaughn, welcome to the chat. Yeah, this is a great game. It's been a while since I've gone through it. This is actually, I started over because I showed the chat my old save file from like 20 years ago or something, and we pulled it up, and I'm at the Kuja fight, and I'm just like, the levels are all over the place. It's an ugly mess, and it's like, we need to just start over. Jay got the new PSP charger, and you're level 35. Xenogears grinded. Dude, I need to get my PSP charger so I can get on the grind with Tactics Ogre. General rule of thumb, steal from the bosses. It's what's inside that counts. I love it. Right from the beginning. He's like, let's go. Be you and be powerful and be my friend. Thank you, Mr. Vault. Your save file could have won. Just had to go grind for 2 hours and get some auto life. I mean, I feel ya. That's why it's like I'll go through the game again and relearn how to play the game like in a better way, and then I'll go back to my save file and see how I can see if I can make it happen. It'll be a fun challenge. Like once I'm re-familiar with the game, I'll be able to up the ante. You know what I'm saying? Then it can be a challenge of like getting through that file with the weakness that I've given myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like a challenge in and all of itself. How to beat the game with ineptitude. Gotta grind Final Fantasy VII. I do need to load up that file and beat Ruby Weapon is what needs to happen. We had it figured out there for a minute. I almost got it. You haven't played it since it came out? Wow. Yeah, man. I haven't played it since somewhere around 2011, 12, 13, somewhere in there. Yeah, we definitely have a strategy figured out. I just got to figure out how to get that unlimited Omni Slash going on. Like, it was real close that one time. I was getting a bunch of them. But then I had to restart and get the hero drinks and all that, and I think just wasting turns trying to do other stuff. I think that was the one. Like, that was the one I was able to do a ton of meteors, or not meteors, but comets and everything, and it was like, okay, let me go back to Omni Slash. Should have went back to Omni Slash earlier. Mary Bell, what's up? Welcome back to the chat. Hey, good to see you. How's it going? We on the Final Fantasy IX grind. Started the game over. You crazy, man. You don't even know what's out there. Besides, there's no way the boss will allow that. I know, that's why I'm gonna sneak out like a true player. Blank is the GOAT. Yeah. Maribel, we're almost at 200 subscribers. So we get to that 200 subscriber playthrough, and all the stuff gonna happen. We're gonna have the fantasy baseball extravaganza with the subscriber made team. We'll get Final Fantasy Tactics playthrough number 2 with the subscribers. We got a whole lot of new subscribers to take on the adventure. Where am I going? And why am I so lost? I gotta go find the boss. I gotta go find Baku. Oh, he's not here. Where is he? You'll accumulate and punch things? That's right. Never forget. You're officially done with inventory. Doing good. Glad the channel keeps growing. And hey, True Light. That's right. We got an awesome community in here. Maribel, we've been building some philosophy and some theology. We've been having some discussions. We've been going deep. Xenogears took us all into the rabbit hole, where we've discovered our sense of self and our sense of relationship. So hungry, you need to find some food. Just had a protein cookie and it was good, I bet. I used to down them protein bars like it was a straight up meal. Yeah, I like this battle theme, but man, I can't wait to get to the boss battle. That theme is so dope. Yeah, Maribel, we've got this thing where like it just so happens to be the cooking hour whenever I come on now. So, you know, good dishes and good food is an excellent topic of choice. We like to discover everyone's inner culinary side. Oh, he was listening to this while working out? Boy. Bro, I'm telling you, I cannot wait. I'm excited to get to the mix, dude. It's gonna be good. Go find your princess. You were a line cook for many years, different restaurants. Yep, same here. I went through quite a few different restaurants, line cooking, but it was like, it was a purpose, man. I wanted to really just like discover the world of cooking food from the ground level, and I didn't want to sugarcoat it, you know. I wanted to learn like good recipes, good combinations of food, basically so I could cook for myself one day, you know what I mean? So I came up in the restaurants, not that Burger King nonsense, no, real restaurants, aka, you know, plated food, plate presentation and all that. Heck yeah, I just started the game. Cream cheese dip with cucumbers and salami. See, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. That sounds like that sounds real close to like a pasta salad I like to make. Oh, I love me some pasta salad. It's like a cheat code on food. You love pizza. Pizza's the second cheat code on food. You can throw anything on some flatbread and cook it in the oven. Call it a pizza. I'm mad though. They really do be throwing anything on some flatbread and cooking it in the oven, calling it pizza. I just want to save the princess, Hazal. I just can't stop thinking about her. I'm counting on you, Rusty. Craziest kitchen ever worked in with Moxie's. $1 million kitchen at the time. Plasma screens in every station. Yeah, telling you everything. Even when to flip the meat? Wow, bro. The girls were all on contracts. Not allowed to change appearance or weight. What, dude? I think the most intense place I've ever worked at was Biaggi's. They were like upscale Italian. And that was that type of place that like you would sit down at the table and they would make some kind of oil, vinegar, butter blend for you to dip your bread in. We need Master Popo's powers. Finally, I get to do the fun stuff. Let's get some magic sword. Maribel bringing the food for the chat. Bread, tomato sauce, cheese, and pepperoni. Oh, man. That's right. More food. Dude was asking me in the chat earlier, not on stream, but I was playing some World of Warcraft, and dude was asking, he said, I'm hungry, what should I eat? And like simultaneously, I said Mongolian beef, and somebody else in the group said Chinese. Bro, some Mongolian beef though. Arroz junto con... I can't say all those words. Hibacheles y beefsteak encebolado. I don't know what those are. I don't know what those are, man. I haven't seen those words. I haven't seen Spanish words in a while. I used to work with some Spanish ladies, and they were over the moon teaching me Spanish food and cuisine and stuff. But that was some 10 something years ago. It didn't all stick. Rice with beans. Morganzia is a kind of Puerto Rican sausage. Is beef cooked with onions. Oh, okay. Oh, man. Ugh. Beef and onions is such an amazing smell. I'll tell you what. Your power is greater. I hold your power in greater esteem than I do this, scoundrels. I'm scared. I couldn't even move. For the sake of Princess Garnet. Yeah, let's get some magic sword. Spicy beef and green peppers in black bean sauce, chicken, almond. Yeah. Sweet and sour chicken balls, egg rolls, chicken fried rice. Go-to for the Chinese order. Yeah, I like the orange chicken, the Mongolian beef, the lo mein, the General So's, or however you say it. Now, how do I get out of here? There we go. Whatever, you're full of crap. Oh, I get it. You jealous? I'm gonna get me a sweetie pie? Ooh. What you know about that PB&J? There you go, redacted. Bringing that old school. I will overindulge on some PB&J. I'll go 4 sandwiches deep and be like, "Dang, I need to slow down." Received Blank's medicine. Blank got all the tricks. Don't forget to set your abilities. Leaving the band is your business, but you better keep training. Learning more abilities is going to make you even stronger. How do you set abilities again? Oh! Tutorial mode. We don't even got no ability. Oh, there we go. Let's go with all the killers. Protect girls. What does this do? Receive gil even when running from battle. Man, he don't got nothing. Come on. Train. Oops. Oh my gosh, wrong buttons. Oh yeah, you gotta level up the items, right? Oh, whoops. Oh, because that's what I wanted. What? You can give him a worse weapon or worse helm? I just want to hear the music, you know what I'm saying? You gotta level up items to learn abilities. Alright. I think we're ready to go. Let me save. Because I did some things. Look at that. Level 51, 46 hours to get to the Scarabliss Island. Oh, Crystal World at 52. With like insane amount of gold. Cancel. We rolling out. Yes. Check the vibes. That's what we all came here for. The vibes. Dude, they gave you the bird percussion in this game too. I really appreciate that. There is nothing like some bird percussion. Have you ever had poutine? No, I've never had that. French fries, gravy, cheese curds. Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing. Oh my goodness. Steak fries are so beast. They're like the unsung hero of fries. Everybody be about the shoestring fries and then like French cut fries, but man, steak fries. You said grind it out a little bit and then go save. I'm at level 1, bro. I'm at the beginning of the game. I love this game so much. With all the story. They just give you story to watch. Do. Sounds familiar. This ought to boost morale. Such a breath of fresh air after 8. I agree. 8 was just this whole, like, commitment. Didn't 8 feel like such a commitment? Eight really felt like a committed relationship. And the grind of just being committed. They made you have to like Squall. Even though nobody likes Squall. Nobody likes Squall. Come on. Don't lie and say you like Squall. Nobody likes Squall. You just had to like him. They forced you to like him so that like all the other characters actually made sense. Squall doesn't even like Squall. I know, that's what I'm feeling. Like, bro he just wanted to lay in bed and just sleep. Like, and every time people came to get him for stuff, he was like, for real though, can't a dude just chill and sleep? Reminds me of Noctis. Noctis just hated being awake. I remember you would, there was one time I timed it. It took like 15 or 20 minutes or something, like basically like 3 or 4 battles after sleeping before Noctis was like tired again. You like his outfit? Yeah, I mean his outfit's decent. That coat is nasty. That coat is clean. 8 is an easily broken game. Lots of plot holes. Squall is more forced to do everything without say. No one taking his feelings into account. I agree. Galbadia Army is a joke. Squall is like a I don't know what Squall is simping on. He's like a simp, but he's like a I don't know, man. He's a special case for real. He is a special kind of person. Final Fantasy VIII was like Final Fantasy and Saved by the Bell. Oh man. Squall and Seeker were like Zach Morris and AC Slater. My whole thing was like, it really, like the game felt like a fourth wall break was imminent, like the entire game. Like they were all about to just kind of look at you as the player, like, do you see what's going on? Are you cool with this? Because like, it was like a love trapezoid, bro. There was no triangle. I mean, everybody was involved. If we want to be serious about it, everybody was involved in that circle of friends. I mean, even what's her name? What's the first main boss's name? Ultimisia or whatever? Even she was involved. Like, it doesn't make sense, bro. The orphanage went deep. Went real deep with them guys. I don't remember the full story. I just remember, like, once they got to the orphanage explanations or whatever that was, like, it got real deep, and I was just like, wait a second. Are you all just like, do you guys just all want to have a giant orgy and you're just afraid to say it? I felt like that was what was going on the whole game. Like, really, they just wanted to have a big old orgy the whole game, and nobody wanted to make the first move. Just gonna save a little bit at a time here while I'm gaining levels. Because like Ultimisia took Seifer as like her pet, but at the same time they still interacted like regular people. Like, I don't know, it was like people could interact like regular people and be like, yeah, but we'll fight later. Oh, I actually have to use a tent to use a tent? I don't appreciate it. Oh, they're playing the music back here now. Isn't that funny? I better not use... Yeah, no, I'm using. Dude needs health. He said that's what the true ass was in the Saved by the Bell of college years. He was the most unmasculine dude. Yeah, he was like that dude. It's like he's just got special powers. He's just extra cool. Zidane you see as a man? I don't know. Zidane, for me, is a little bit, he's a little free-spirited. So, he's like somebody who has a lot of passion, but he's just so free-spirited that, like, in order to be directed and centered, he needs the people around him to, like, keep him focused. He has all the greatest intentions, but like needs all of the help to maintain focus on the prime directive. Sophie, you hated her until you saw the end. She been using magic and limit breaks in front of us, and no one suspected her a sorceress. Then the end limit break summons in the garden behind Adea's house. Can insta-kill every enemy, including the final boss. No way. That's hot. Isn't there a place where you can fight endless enemies and gain like tons of levels in this forest? You feel like Tidus is more free-spirited than Zidane? That's interesting. I feel like Tidus, yeah, he's free-spirited, but also like he has absolutely no idea what's going on ever. Until finally you get to Zanarkand, and then it starts to make sense to him. Like, he spends the entire game straight up clueless, and just be like, okay, cool, let's go beat these guys. Okay, cool, let's go beat these guys. Like, he's just on tour of the whole world. He's just, like, there for the ride. Final Fantasy VIII is about time travel? Seriously? When does that become a thing? Or like, is that a kind of a thing that you need to pay attention to see? I definitely catch a lot of the jumping back and forth, like with that whole secondary story that's going on throughout the game with Laguna or whatever. And then the flashbacks to the orphanage stuff, like... Man, that's where I get so lost in the story of the game. That's why, like, when I loaded it up, I had no idea what I was doing. Final Fantasy X about an underwater soccer player fighting a giant monster that represents his daddy issues. Oh, that's good. Towards the end of the game is when you start learning that? Okay. Well, I mean, that's okay. I mean, if they throw it in there to make the game longer, I don't like it. But if it makes sense to what has been happening throughout the game, then good. But yeah, I mean, I guess I haven't got that far. What disc? I think it was on disc 3? Beginning of disc 3? I don't know. I just got the Ragnarok. I have no idea what I was doing. And it's funny because what's his name even asks you. You get on the ship and you can talk to all the people, and he's like, "Do you even know where you're going?" And you can actually answer him yes or no. You say no, and he just like, oh, does one of those. Let's go in here. Let's see what's in here. want to find that place with the endless enemies and see if I can see how that can help me. Time travel and family issues are pretty much a Final Fantasy staple, right? Dream Xanarkut existed in the same sphere timeline. Titus never time traveled. He lived inside a dream city summoned by the Gagazet fate. The city was close to Besaid. So they don't really seem free. They thought they start off free, but then they change over the game. That's true. You definitely see the change in them as the game goes on, and like certain events like affect like their personality. The orphanage in 8, all the characters are tied together. Yeah, that's the like once it starts getting to that orphanage stuff, man, it's like you step away from the game at that point, you will get completely lost. Only Final Fantasy 1 and 8 have time travel, like actual time travel. Yeah, but the flashback thing is like definitely a Final Fantasy thing. They love to flashback to previous events in characters' lives. They love doing that. My thing is, I like the playable flashback stuff, like when you gotta take control of a character, and even if you don't fight with them, you take control of them and you get to navigate the world as that character for a minute during the flashback, you know? Like how they do it in 6 when you're Modouin in the Esper village, and you can just go around talking to the different Espers. In 7, when you do the flashback and you can control Sephiroth and Cloud together. I dig that. Sin ensured to destroy everything. Avoid. Hold on. Let me scroll this up. Sin ensured to destroy every machine city. Avoids Bevel for some reason, but Yevon loses his mind and kills even the low-developed islands. It's been done as far back as Final Fantasy 1. Final Fantasy 8 isn't the only Final Fantasy game. Yeah, right, and time loops. This is true. They utilize different kinds of time travel. Garland time travel became chaos in Final Fantasy 1. Sin avoided Bevel because of Yevon. Yeah, Yevon was ultimately in control of Sin, wasn't it? I mean, that's the like once you get rid of Jecht, Yevon appears and all that, and that fight is interesting. You're literally fighting a calamari, a floating calamari, with intense black magic capabilities. Yevon was a hypocrite because he was the ruler of Xanarkut, but respected Bevel enough not to kill it. Yeah, you know, it's weird how in those type of situations, there's always one like darling child, faith or whatever group of followers that the ruling power won't interfere with, but everybody else is fair game. Sure wish those goblins gave some items of some kind. No sign of any monsters here. Seeing the guy Titus was based on becoming a revenge-driven wraith was kind of dark. Take this map. Gonna be a long trip back to Lindblum. Oh, it's Monty. Let's give him that letter. Give Monty a letter. A letter from Kupo? Thanks for the delivery, Kupo. From Kupo to Monty, I think Queen Braun is up to something. But I suspect Princess Garnet even more, Kupo. She might leave home soon with a prince on a white horse. Maybe it's just my imagination. Princess Garnet? Didn't she just... Oh, never mind, Kupo. Save Kupo. Get me that book. Mog was your favorite? Yeah, dude, the whole Mog thing in 6 was awesome. With the dances and then the fact that he just he used special gear. Like he specifically used the trident, you know what I mean? Or not the trident, but like the spears and the lances. He was pretty much like a dragoon. And then he was primarily the one that you would give all the imp armor to and turn into a super powerful imp. Where it lets you have a whole party of Moogles. A whole party of Moogles at the beginning of the game, yeah. And what's interesting is, it's a whole party of Moogles, and every Moogle is carrying a different weapon type. So you actually get a display of how each weapon type works that they have in the game. Can I help you, Kupo? Yes. Soon I will need a tent from you. They also looked really weird in tactics games. The sequels let you have Moogles. That's cool. Hit points, magic points restored. Yeah! Let's go. Active time event. I'm just vibing at the music. You know, it's actually a shame that more Moogles didn't become like a merchandise option. I think Moogles would have been an amazing merchandising opportunity. Did you play Chocobo Racing for PS1? I never did. I know what your game you're talking about. You like how they designed the Moogles in Kingdom Hearts? Yeah, that's cool. Aren't they the gummy ship? The gummy ship mechanics or whatever? Dude, the gummy ships. Make me want to load up some Kingdom Hearts and do some gummy ships. I'll spend hours making gummy ships, bro. Hours. He said just about the way you can find the tallest mountain. That's the first thing you're gonna do, isn't it? As soon as they give you the chance, I'm gonna go find the tallest mountain and jump. Oh yeah, you'll play Kingdom Hearts if I do it? It'll be the first one. The OG, the where it all started, back when Kingdom Hearts made sense. But it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense, but it made sense because there was only one game. You know what I mean? What they've done to Kingdom Hearts now. Ugh. You can jump off the cliff towards the end of the prologue. 2's gummy ships are better. Oh, I bet. Yeah, the gummy ship system actually gets better with age. I'll give it that. But that's the problem. Is that the gummy ship gets better. The gummy ship thing gets better with age, but the gameplay, I don't know. I like the gameplay in Kingdom Hearts 3. I wish it could have been better though. It could have been better. It leaves a little bit to be desired, I think. You can't build a gummy ship to save your life? No, it's all in the planning. And then it's just trial and error. That's why it takes hours. It's far better than 3. Kingdom Hearts 2, the best game. Definitely the better soundtrack of the games, I think. The most renowned, anyways. I haven't heard nothing about any of the other spin-off games' soundtracks being good. But the community seems to like 2. I mean, that intro song probably does it all for most people. Every time you transform. Kingdom Hearts 2 is your favorite overall? That's the only one I don't have. It might be at the pawn shop, though. We tickling Maribel over here. Did I ever play Dark Cloud? No, never played Dark Cloud. I've seen the game many times in passing. It just did not. The cover did not intrigue me enough. You know, I come from a time when the cover art of games would literally get you immersed in the game, and so that would cause you to try games that were just not worth the effort. But because the cover art looked so good, you would be like, I gotta play this game. The cover art alone makes me want to play this game. Like famously bad games with good cover art. Yeah. Covers lie. Birth by Sleep is fun. Spend more time on Birth by Sleep? Yeah, okay. I want to make it to the water without using a potion, because I don't have a place to buy potions. The beginning of the game, they make you go hard with this. I thought he learned something. Yeah, there we go. So we got fire. Okay, so it gives you fire. have that. Protect girls, already have that. Bird killer, antibody. I got that now. Okay. You gonna cook with this in the background? That's why we got the vibes. I'm like, what's making noise? My PlayStation is... Is it my PlayStation? Hold on a minute. Oh, it's raining. That was interesting. I thought my PlayStation was like struggling with the disc. Great, it's raining. Hopefully it's not raining too hard. As it starts raining harder. I can't stand it, bro. I'm not trying to clean up water in the basement. The bouncer. They had the bouncer at the pawn shop, but they be asking too much money for it. They be trying to charge $60 for the bouncer, bro. I'm not paying $60 for the bouncer. I'll buy it for $20. You know what I'm saying? You trying to scam me out of $40 extra? Ain't happening. And then Eher guys, dude, they have Eher guys at the pawn shop. You know, the Final Fantasy fighting game or the Squaresoft fighting game, whatever it is. $80. What are you thinking? You'd pay $60 for Valkyrie Profile. They're still trying to sell it for $200, bro. Ugh. They've got Legend of Dragoon for $50. Still got Vagrant Story for $50. I guess nobody out there wants to be scooping up some Vagrant Story or Legend of Dragoon, but it's the greatest hits version. I kind of want the black book version. I guess it doesn't matter, you know. It's not like it's a different version of the game. So I know they did that with some games where like you get a different version of the game with the greatest hits version, but I'm pretty sure in the PS1 stages it's not like that. You like Eher guys? Ear guys or whatever. Ear geyser. Brave Fencer Musashi was hot. Don't sleep on Brave Fencer Musashi. Dude, that game was classic. That game is unsung hero classic. You know what else is a good game from Square? Einhander. Einhander and Brave Fencer Musashi, you know what's crazy is I had both of those games. And I got to a state where like I was just hemorrhaging games to the pawn shop for other things. And I got rid of Einhander and Brave Fencer Musashi. I beat Brave Fencer Musashi and was like, okay, that was fun. I don't need it anymore. But it was a freaking awesome game. I will say, it was an awesome game because it had great humor. It was a funny game. The voice acting was hilarious in that game. It was like Banjo-Kazooie levels of hilarious. You know what I mean? You said Bushido Blade in there too? It got a bad sequel, yeah. And you know what's funny is the pawn shop actually has the sequel, but I don't even want to get it because it has such a bad reputation. Like, I'm good. I'm good. The only games right now that the pawn shop's got me like looking at are Wild Arms 3, Legend of Dragoon, but that's $50. Oh, and it drives me nuts. They got Symphony of the Night in there for $100, bro. They got Symphony of the Night for $100. They got Suikoden 1 for like 80 or 90. They got Air Guys. There's something else in there that I just like. Everything is like $80 plus. You grew up the NES Mega Man. That's nostalgia for you. And 8 is your favorite. X4 is my favorite. It like, I don't know. It's such a fluid, smooth game to play. X4 is so smooth. X4 is so smooth, and it's like the soundtrack is all around great. The soundtrack is immersive. It's real memorable. Out of 1 through 6, out of those, 3 is my top tier game. 3 is God mode. As far as Mega Man, my specific reason why I choose 3 over the others is for the simple mechanic of being able to jump out of the slide. 3 is the only one where you can slide and jump in a fluid motion. 4, well, you can slide, but you can't jump out of the slide. You have to slide, end the slide, and then jump. So, like, there's a frame. There's, like, a whole, like, frame or 2 frames where you slide, then you stop sliding, then you jump. For me, it screws up timing on shit all the time. And then 5 is the same way. You can't slide jump. But I love 5's charge up cannon. 5 has my favorite charge up cannon. 3 has my favorite controls. And then 4 has Dr. Cossack Stage 2. Need I say more? What you know about that Dr. Cossack Stage 2? As a kid, you didn't like how the bad guys went from being something man as their names and were animals instead. Oh, you had issue with that. You know what? That's interesting. Is I did notice that when I first started playing Mega Man X, and I was like, what is this with the names, you know, of these animals and stuff? But then for me, that was when it started to make sense that it was actually a sequel to Mega Man. It's like, okay, this is how you set it apart. Not everybody's a something man. Now everybody is an actual robot of some kind, you know, like. And then all the robots have like backstory and history as it pertains to the plot, you know. So that's cool. And I love how X gradually makes the connection between the Maverick bosses and X and the Reploids. Like, they gradually make that connection deeper and deeper as you go through the X games, to where by the time you get to X5 now, you got would-be comrades turning Maverick right in front of your face and you having to deal with them on the spot. Like, that is so emotional. As a franchise, they did it so solid through at least those 5 games, I must say. The jump slide, You know what though? And I will say, Mega Man 8 returns back to that ability to jump out of the slide. So I do like Mega Man 8 because you can jump out of the slide. And that's so necessary because they have that one spot where you have to be able to jump out of the slide. Otherwise, you ain't making it through the snowboarding sections. You don't like the greatest hits version because yeah, I agree. It's like something wrong with that green border they give it. It's a little tacky. I don't have very many greatest hits copies of anything. I think I inherited a greatest hits copy of Parasite Eve. Mega Man 8 has a lot of quality with so many abilities. Yeah, and the fact that I love they actually give you a good weapon to use in the beginning of the game. They're just like, here, use this weapon, and it's pretty cool. They give you that ball, and it's actually legit to use in the game. I don't use it very much, but like the ball is actually a legit weapon in that game because you can jump off of it to jump higher. You can knock it off of stuff, and it'll bounce around like the Gemini shot does before it hits something. Here we go, getting them levels, getting them gains. Mega Man 8's best graphics in the series. In terms of sprite animation and quality, yeah, they did it real good justice in that game. It's very unique in the way that it's presented. There she is inside this giant plant. Alexandria would be disgraced if a mere bandit should rescue the princess. You think you can handle him on your own? Let's get him, Popo! Unique power abilities, and each power has something cool. I just like I like that the character that they give all the bosses. All the bosses have character. You got Junkman, who's like he's like a sadist. He like enjoys the pain. You know, every time you hit him, he's laughing, and then you kill him, and he's like, "That felt good." Swordman was badass. Yeah, Swordman, dude, and his level. I love his level music. I love Swordman's level music, Aquaman's level music, Searchman's level music, Astroman's level music. Firing on all cylinders, bro. Matt, you said masochist, not sadist. There you go. I felt when I said that, I was like, no, I feel like I said the wrong word for that. Grenade Man's and Tengu Man's, dude, like all the stage music is legit. No, not on him, fuck. Wasted a whole Phoenix down because I got a whole bunch of those. Dr. Wily with the sick beats. No, I cannot make him the... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say I cannot make Valiant the frickin' chemist. You mad at Longtran? Uh-oh. Because he eating some good-ass food, or what? Dang, Xeno Toes, what's up, man? I didn't even notice he was in the chat, chatting it up. Thanks for showing up, man. Good to see you. Give her the stuff, man. Give her the stuff. I named him Popo. That's right, buddy. Yeah, this is the spot. This is where it's at. Look at the chat. You ordered pizza because of him? Yeah. Ninjas be wild mutants. Oh, we got him tranced. Let's go. You love the Only Roaches vid, man? Yeah, the Tyler 1 raid. So I saw that somebody finally made like an animation of it. I feel like the animation of it is a little over the top, but it's funny. He said, not my fault. Okay, what is his special trance thing? I forget what it is. It's sword magic? Or is it sword art goes nuts? He must not have nothing. He said I watched it at least 3 times. They made him out of a roach, right? I mean, it was funny. It was a little over the top, but it's like when dude runs with the bomb into the group, that's hilarious. I must say, dude did a good job. The way he flames the WoW players. Yep. I mean, and they all deserve it. You seen my vid on the tanking? Yeah. You know what's funny? Is, like, I wasn't even calling out the community, right? But if you read some of the comments, like, people were just dogging on how I was, like, playing the game. And it's like, bro, this is the problem. Like, you guys realize you are literally the problem. I'm over here trying to tell you where all the tanks are, and you're over here critiquing how I'm playing the game. This is why people don't want to play with you. Nobody want to play with you. Nobody want to drag your ass through a dungeon if all you're gonna do is critique how they go about it. You do it your damn self. You know, like, we're complaining that there's no tanks. It's because every time a tank tries to help you, you want to critique how they play the game. But you don't want to tank. So what's wrong with you? Yeah, like versus the Proclaimers. You know what's hilarious? Like, it got to the point where, like, I was just soloing the Proclaimers because I could not keep the AI alive. It makes me like wonder if I could just go through and solo the game with Fate. Because sometimes Cliff be killing shit before I have a chance to even figure out what's going on. Cliff's already leveled the entire field. Yeah, I agree. Honestly, playing a game like that where you're dependent on like a group of people to help you and being a grump about it, being an asshole about it, like, what's the point? Like, you're not having any fun, so, you know, like, how does that equate to anybody else having any fun? I was watching some Star Ocean review the other day, and a lot of people's favorite move is aerial assault out of the entire franchise. The entire franchise, and they're like, yeah, aerial assault's the best move in the whole franchise. That's deep. That's real deep to say. Especially when Maria got some insane builds. I know she gotta have insane builds with her abilities, bro. I was having fun with Maria. Clap your friends on the stream. Oh yeah, because they got the 2-player mode, right? Full daddy Fate. I'm getting hellacious fan cards. Man, Nell was kind of a bittersweet play for me because I expected her, like, her form of fighting reminds me of Taki from Soul Calibur, and so every time I'm trying to control Nell, I'm trying to play like Taki, and she don't play like that, and it's like, I don't know, it just, for me, there's something in the mentality, I can't slow the attack pattern down. I'm used to Taki, who's like super stick and move fast, and Nell is like slower. You thought the game was broken, but you're leveling up. Yeah. I'm just kind of standing here fighting these guys because you can gain a little bit of experience. Figure I'll do these guys and get everybody like one more level. Got the paralyze off. He was about to hit him and you were like, you just ran around, came back with the full combo. With a full cancel combo. What, the full cancel combo where you do like 3 cancels and, or what is it, 4 cancels and then like infinite cancels? Yeah, the full cancel. Yeah. The full cancel 3-hit aerial assault. 300% air raid, yeah. Oh, 200%? It's still gonna do insane damage. There's one. Red Riding Roach Farming. Have you ever played a game for so long when you looked outside you were impressed by the graphics? That's when you know it's good stuff. Run, damn you! Run! Me, Vault vs. Needleman, yeah. Hey, I'd got my Needleman chops there eventually, but I had to use the other console because the input lag was for real the thing that cost me. Get the console with no input lag and we're good to go. That's the thing, is like, on the arcade console, there's just some games that I just really can't play efficiently because of the input lag. Some games, like most of the games, since they're arcade games anyways, and it's like infinite continues, just play the game, you know, but the games where like the skill matters and you need that precise timing and that reaction time and everything, like, you know how it is. Them Nintendo games are punishing, bro. Especially when it's like you got to make certain jumps and certain timing to be able to get certain abilities and stuff off. With Needleman, the way he's throwing stuff at you, you can't have like an input lag on sliding underneath him or jumping over the needle spam. Well, they changed the whole... I never realized that for the FMV, they changed the whole music. It's actual orchestral mix. X5 was funny because the bosses beat me so bad. They did. They beat me so bad because, like, I was trying to learn, you know. It's crazy being back at the beginning stages of a game where like you don't really know nothing about it. You gotta learn. You gotta learn by dying. That's how video games are supposed to be. You gotta learn by dying. You don't just pay to win. You don't just become like you don't just become super powerful and then do whatever you want. That's boring. That's why people like Dark Souls and they like Elden Ring and stuff like that, because you don't just there is no fast route to power. You must learn how to play the game. You must be good at the game. Mega Man, you must be good at the game. Like, you've got to learn how to play the game and then play the game. You know what I mean? Like, you've got to learn each stage, how it works, and all of the different booby traps they have scattered throughout. And then once you've struggled your way through, you can then you can play the game. Go back and try again now. Video games, man, that's the point. That's the learning curve. Have you nothing to say, you filth? Wow, bro. Struggle to get good at games. That's where those randomizers for people who like to do those randomizers, like where you really test your skill. There's actually a Mega Man randomizer on the console, but like I said, it's tough to play when you got the input lag. I've wanted to try it. If you're a sweat, you can level up Garnet and use her summon, like use Atamos and Odin and all that, like at the beginning of the game here. That's some sweatiness. I mean, you're talking about grinding low level mobs, bro. That's one of those how OP can you actually get videos. Because those guys do it off screen, you know what I'm saying? Those guys you gotta spend over 50 hours trying to level somebody with low level characters, or with low level mobs. Just because you wanted to see if you could. Heck yeah. I mean, props for the grind, man. That definitely takes some dedication. $5 hours just to get up to Shiva. What a coincidence, huh? We went to snatch her and she wanted to be snatched. So what do you say, Rusty? Friends? Come on, let's just enjoy this camping trip while it lasts. See? Just a straight up free spirit. Just a good old bro. Grinding yourself? Yeah, there you go, Jay. Respect the grind. But all your abilities are gate locked now. You gotta wait till you get the 6s unlocked. You did it on an emulator to super speed it. Oh, like auto battle? Like 5 times speed? Oh, okay. State your sworn duty. Oh dang, he's pulling a man card on dude right here. What else? To protect Princess Garnet till Alexandros. Very well. Until the princess recovers, I will guard this place with my life. Yes, you will. You will guard this place with your life. Popo, let's get some rest. Let's sleep. This dude's gonna stand watch. Every little step he makes, his little armor clunking noise, is just comedy to me. Will never not be comedy. You think Garnet is a top 3 Final Fantasy chick? Wow, a top 3? Whoa! Celes got to be in there in the top 3. Celes got to be in the top 3. Tifa, so Celes, Tifa, and Garnet. Is that what you're saying? I'm not down with none of the chicks from 8. I'm not down with nobody from 15. None of the girls from 15. I mean, there isn't even a chick from 15 that you can play really. I haven't played 11 or 12 or 13, so I don't know about the chicks from those. I suppose what's her name from is it 4? No, it's not. Is it 4? Dude's girlfriend in 4, who's the white mage. She's pretty dope. Was it what is her name? It's not Rydia, it's the other chick. She's dude's. It's I can't even think of dude's name right now. It's not Kane. It's Rosa. There you go. Rosa's a straight up dog. Yeah, Cecil's she's his wife? I never made that connection. I always thought they were just like girlfriend, boyfriend or something, or just like lovers who just couldn't make it happen. Sort of that Jedi relationship where like he can't be married, but he's because of his sworn duties. From what I remember, Rosa was a real strong female character. She did that whole "I'll protect you" thing, and like was strong for the case of protecting her man type of thing. Kind of like Ellie. Final Fantasy for the after years, they got married and had a son. Nice. Isn't Rosa AFK for half the game, though? Yeah, got kidnapped. I mean, got kidnapped by the final boss, though. You know what I mean? Like, it took the final boss to actually subdue her. That's how badass she is. Hey, bro. Oh, I love it. Hey, bro, what are you going to teach me today? Yeah, some radical stuff, bro. Yeah, she's a real strong white mage. Like, beginning of the game, she's like insane. It's like broken game stuff. They're like, yeah, you're only gonna get to use her for a limited time because of how overpowered she is. What do you want to go over? None of this, none of this. Tell me about trance. Power is increased. In addition to greater attack power, you receive a new battle command. It's really amazing. Trance uses take hits. If you get afflicted by zombie, the trance goes down. Trance gauge back to 0. Trance gauge increases 2 zeros. You take action during battle. Origin trance comes from hostility. The hostile energy of enemies' attacks induces trance. That's why being attacked by your allies can't cause trance, because your allies will piss you off when they attack you. Only the enemies. Trance gauge appears both in battle and in the status menu. Unfortunately, not everyone can achieve trance. It's only for the chosen ones. Save Moogles. Icons that appear over the head. No, I'm good. They're just like, hey, would you like to go through a tutorial? Now that you've made it through the first 20 minutes of the game, in what, 4 hours it's taken me to get 20 minutes of the game done? Ah, yes. Good old casual playthroughs. I have a gift for you, Kupo. Tifa, Garnet, Aerith, Riku, and Celis are your top 5. Happy trails, Kupo! Kupapo! Kupo! Who goes there? Your friend's already left, Kupo. Celis did Lock dirty. What? What you mean? You had to give her minus points for doing Lock dirty. You talking about in the beginning, in the first half of the game, she does Lock dirty? I don't know. I mean, you can't just be like, remember when she walked past him saying nothing and Locke calls after her? Yeah. But, you gotta remember, like, that was like in the beginning, you know, where like, there's not a real relationship between the two of them yet. It's still one of those incubation periods. And like, we take it for granted that they've been through so much, so as comrades, naturally they would be close, but that's not necessarily the case, you know? He saved her life, though. Yeah, but she was in that kind of bewildered state where, like, she didn't feel like she needed saving or, like, she had any value to be saved. So she was, like, kind of dragged along. He kind of drug her along where she was kind of reluctant a little bit. Can't hold the beginning against her. That's what I mean, is like, she was kind of reluctant in the beginning because, like, she was like, but I'm a soldier, you know, like, what do? You hold square? Yeah. That's how you save. Save. Three hours into the game. 3 hours into the 20 minutes of the game. She rebelled against him by joining Locke. Yeah, and I can sense, like, I sense the tension between them in terms of, like, she don't trust Locke, I think is the thing. Like, in the beginning of the game, like, when they first link up, like, she doesn't necessarily trust Locke. And so, but Locke just assumes that, like, he just goes with it, you know, like, nah, this is, like, we're cool. And Celis is kind of like, yeah, you saved my life, but, like, why? And then, you know, the only reason I'm really here is because I don't know what else to do, you know, like, that's the way it kind of seems. And then, when you get to the Magitech facility and she quote unquote double crosses everyone by like rejoining up with the Empire military. It's one of those subversive tactics. Like Celes is subverting the whole Empire's army and Kefka by teleporting them out and saving it for another day. When I'll get my recompense against the Empire. Because honestly, I think Celes knew that Kefka was mad and would kill everybody anyways. That's kind of why they were all dissension, because the attitude of Emperor Gestal and Kefka was to like just control and take over the world. And everybody's like, I don't know if this is right. I don't know if this is what we should be doing. Locke invested too much. Yeah, like he got thirsty on 100. It's just laying eyes on her. But it's like he just did that to Terra. That's why I have beef with Locke when his behavior is like that. Dude's a for real player. And he doesn't actually commit to Celes until like the opera event is when he starts really like having a heart for Celes. A lot of Locke's actions towards Terra and Celes are rooted in his trauma. Yeah. You think he likes Celes off looks? He definitely went all in at the opera. Yeah. He definitely went all in at the opera. That's when it was a wrap. Because like you see him, he looks at her, then he looks at the camera and he blushes and all that, and it's like, yeah, dude's hooked. It was the opera outfit. Dude, they had an opera at the Video Games Live. It was so cool. They did the Tetris song as an opera, and this chick just like beasted it. Man, I wish I'd have had that on recording. It's good stuff. And then during the Castlevania encore, she came out and she was singing opera during the Castlevania segments. Nothing like some... Wow, I forgot you could do all this with the camera. Nice. You don't even like Terra that much? Yeah, Terra's a unique character. You know what? I think that Terra is really more for the girls, bro. I think women or girls, whatever, would take to Terra's character more so than any other female character in that game. You know, would take to Terra more than they would take to Celes for sure. Celes is for the boys, Terra is for the girls. You feel like Terra was handled terribly, and that's where it's like, I think that's just perspective, because like Terra's emotional connection in the game is what really is important for her, and that's totally a girl thing. Emotional connection. Ew. It sounds all girly. She wanted love without a man, and be a mother without a father. She was just conflicted on the love thing because like she grew up a slave, you know, like she grew up a slave with these powers that were utilized. And so for her, like it was like you gotta think she was Kefka's like lab experiment. So the only thing she knew was like a person was interested in bringing out her destructive force, much like Mayang with Faye or Graf, you know. Like it like with Faye had an inability to cope and, you know, deal with the situation because of like Inrot's strong feelings of connection would set him off, would trigger him, you know, in ways that he wasn't able to cope with. And the same thing happens with Terra. Is like she encounters the Esper and she's overcome with this emotional connection. It turns her into an Esper and she loses control of herself. And only through like discovering like who she really is, you know, was she able to then gain control of her power. But then she still was conflicted with, again, who she really was. Like, is she this being of destruction? Is she actually a peace bringer? Like, and so she needed a family. It wasn't so much being a mother as it was a family. And so the kids calling her mom gave her a reason to endear or hold dear a person and like have someone worth living for in the first place. Because, you know, living for yourself is selfish, and that's not a virtuous. That doesn't give someone a virtuous feeling or a complete feeling, unless you're a full narcissist, you know. But then you have other things that you are interested in anyways. But from her perspective, she needed to realize true emotional connection to even understand purpose. And it isn't until that happens that she rejoins you, you know what I mean? In the beginning, she's kind of like, okay, so it's almost like Celis, like, okay, so I used to work for the Empire, so I'm a soldier, so I should be soldiering for somebody. I should be soldiering for who I feel is right to do this for, you know what I mean? And so that's why she kind of goes along with the Returners, because like she doesn't want to go back with the Empire, who's just using and manipulating her, literally putting a slave crown on her head. You know, life is funny like that, though. Sometimes you're thrust into a situation where that makes you grow, and that's what happens for her. It's not that she's like trying to be a mom; it's that she ended up in this town of kids who lost all their parents, and so she became a guardian. I don't remember the music here, but I bet it's great. I'm excited. Yo, drop the beat. Have you ever heard of the Ice Cavern? Sure. Is this the place? I think so. It's supposed to be near the Evil Forest. Also, Terra can fly. She kind of failed her friend. You know what's funny is that's like they do kind of glaze over the fact that Terra can fly, don't they? But I don't think that Terra is able to do that without fully controlling her powers, which she's only able to do at the end of the game, which you actually see in the end game sequence. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. You see the full maturation of Terra in the end credits because of that's how long it takes to tell her story. Her morph? I don't know. I know that it wasn't a permanent thing. Like, she would always revert back. But I think that's because she wasn't fully Esper, so she couldn't fully stay in that form. It was only limited capabilities. And then she loses her powers at the end anyways. Look at her be such a girl. Oops. So her flying doesn't ultimately matter. Yeah, but when she meets Tritouch for the first time and Tritouch wakes her up, it's almost like an id awakening where she wakes up to her true powers and she's able to fully function as an Esper for, that period of time. Which is like a super scary experience for her because like she has no idea what's going on with her, She's like autopilot just doing something. That's why when you find her in Zozo, she's just freaked out. And then she does that thing in the room where she just freaks out. Oh my gosh, the high encounter rate. Point is that she can fly and didn't use it at all in the game. Yeah, it's because, like I said, I don't think she was able to utilize her full Esper potential at all in the game, except for that freak out moment when it was released in her. Like that initial manifestation. Final Fantasy VI had writing problems though. Yeah, probably translation issues for sure. Oh, you could just stand here and get in a fight? Wow. Just go right out to the thing. That's an interesting shot of Zidane with no face. Just sprite. There's his face. Like narratively, she was fully transformed for at least days on her first time. Yeah, in a state of like, she was she was in an uncontrollable state at that point. Like Rayma even explained it, where he was like, she's scared because her abilities are overwhelming her right now, and he's like, she'll be fine in time when she calms the F down, but right now she can't control herself because she has no idea what's going on. And that's the whole thing, like, she wasn't in control. The whole reason she even flew to Zozo was because Rayma called her, and he explains that too. He said, I called her here in a berserk state. And it could be that she could fly, but then again, we never encounter a part of story where like that's something that she needs to try to even do. So like when the ship gets all messed up after the floating continent would have been the only time from Zozo to that point, would have been the only time that she could have tried to fly. But in that time, when stuff like that is going on, like somebody like Terra isn't going to be like, oh yeah, that's right, I was flying that one time as an Esper. Let me change to an Esper real quick and try flying. It'd be one of those things where like she would have to learn how to transform and then learn how to fly, because in her right mind, she can't innately use that ability. That's why it takes her time to develop that throughout the game, and you don't even see her be able to do that till the end of the game, when she gives in to her powers because of having to protect the kids against Funbaba. When that all comes out, like that's when you see her actually giving into her powers and utilizing her powers for the strength they have. Like she's in her right mind there doing it, but you notice she doesn't go off flying at that point in the game. She never does it. She doesn't do it till the end of the game, when she's in her right mind, and then she helps lead the ship to safety, which you see her actually transform and then go lead the ship to safety. Like she couldn't do that in the first half of the game. She was mind blown. Like imagine, you know what I mean? Imagine you as a person having essentially an out-of-body experience to which you were flying around. Okay, like humans don't fly. Let's just. She thought she was a human. Okay, so humans don't fly. She was just flying around and then ended up in this town looking like a monster. And so like, there's no way she's just gonna be able to. So how does that work again? Oh yeah, you just transform and fly. No, she's gonna have to like learn that. You know, people, it's funny how, because they always do that in the movies, you know, or it's like a rites of passage where the character has to learn how to use their abilities. Like, that's like a standard rites of passage. Yeah, you had this initial outburst of latent ability, but now you have to learn how to use it. You would abuse flying if you could, right? But you would have to take time to learn it. You wouldn't just like manifest the ability to fly and then the next day be like, okay, when the instant presents itself, I'll fly. Not if you hadn't practiced it. But Terra definitely, I can't see her in the top 5 because of like that struggle being that it takes literally the entire game for her to develop. Like that's like by the time she's fully developed, the game's over. You can't even utilize her. That sucks, man. Oh, so now you can fly. Now that the game is over, now you can fly. Thanks, Terra. Thanks a lot. Good game. Good game, bro. Oh, by the way, I can fly. Let me help you lead the ship to safety, and then we can fly off into the sunset. Game over. I think True's just theory crafting. True would have liked to see more action with Terra, as we all would have, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. You can fly and you're gonna hold out on us for the entire game? Like, bro, you mean to tell me instead of climbing up the magic tower, we could have just flew up there, bro? We could have avoided all that nonsense. We could have just went up to the top of Kefka Tower and fought Kefka and not had to worry about all these statues and dragons. No, you making us walk around the world. You making us take a ship from, what was it, like, you making us take a ship from one place to the other, you know, like, on the water and shit, bro. You making us do that, and now, like, then we gotta go find a new airship, fly to your punk ass, get you out of a state of depression so that you can fly. Like, come on, man. You can fly. Let's go. Get up in the air. Till this convo, you literally didn't think about the flying. See, we like to delve into the untapped conversations of the universes of these games, man. Right? You didn't even think about that stuff. Did not even think like, oh man, all the places we could have skipped if we just had the ability to fly. It just doesn't matter. Hey, we're not trying to push your buttons, I promise. We're just theory crafting. We just theory crafting on elements of the game. We like to explore the plot holes, or loopholes in the plot, you know? Why didn't we explore like the city? You think that would have been cool? Yeah. You know what? You're so tired of video games. That's the whole giving up the power thing. Like, it never made sense. Like, why does it have to be the case? There will always be evil around. Huh. Some games got it right when that didn't happen. You're so over that narrative. Let the characters keep their power. Huh. You'd have shot Kefka and Vector and be done with it. Man, you know what I'm saying? That is an interesting point. That, like, you literally have the chance probably to off Kefka and you don't do it. Like, early on in the game, you're like, no, he'll get the justice he deserves sitting in jail. Like, in this time frame? No, that's not how we solve this problem. I'll be honest, that's not how we solve this problem in this time. If we're in Vector, it don't matter. The Emperor better not let me walk around the Emperor better not let me walk around the facility and find Kefka. The fact that you're able to find Kefka and see him in the prison, like, that'd have been it for Kefka. That'd have been game over. That would would have been game over. All right, fam. Got to call it here for tonight. It's been good. Been good little playtime. Slowly but surely getting into the Final Fantasy IX grind. Good times, man. Good times. I appreciate y'all showing up and chatting it up. We had some good conversation. Good conversation, and we'll continue it. We'll continue it for sure. All right, y'all. Have a good night. We'll see you next time. Next time. Indeed.